joining us for another episode of F20 Live. Hey, but to get rolling, I just want to cover some of the basics from this review from the last couple weeks. During the webinar, we'll be taking questions. We're just going to go over a couple of new things today, and then any how-to questions. How would you do that? Things like questions you might bring to mind. So I want to draw your attention up in the top left corner of your screen. There's a Q&A button or Ask a Question button. And so if you've got a question that you want to have answered during the webinar, if it's related to anything that I'm demonstrating or just anything in general about your site, go ahead and click on that button, drop your question in there, and after I demonstrate a couple things, we'll start firing off those questions. Okay, so I'm going to assume that everyone can hear me, and we'll get moving from there. Okay, and you should also be seeing my screen. This is the same demo site that I like to beat up every week as we go through our demonstrations here. And as usual, it's zoomed in. It's enlarged to show detail, as they say. So you'll be seeing that well on your screen. And it's actually great that we've got George on the conference today, because the first feature I was going to show off is one that was actually requested by his shop. And it's related to the use of discount codes and promotional codes. You've got one question on audio. To get audio, you can either click, it should be up in the left column button to get the audio started for you. Otherwise, you can also call in to the conference line, and the conference details should be showing for you as well. So if you need those again, go ahead. Let me know if you're drop in the chat box if you have any questions about getting the audio going. Let's give a moment to make sure that everyone's dialed in. Okay, so we're going to keep moving forward. And this is being recorded as well, so it will be up on YouTube later on in case anyone is having audio trouble now will be able to play back that recording. Okay, so what I wanted to show was first to do a quick review on how discount codes work, and then talking about how we can use those in marketing. So click over to the dashboard for our site here. And under the e-commerce section, there's a link to discounts. And discounts are something that have evolved a fair bit over the past few years as we've been developing the platform. If we were going to build a new discount code, the first thing we want to do is choose a discount type. Now you can choose a free shipping discount code, which would zero off the delivery charge no matter what. So with flower shops, often we have different delivery charges based on zip code, and quite often those can range quite a bit. And it's always made it hard to do free shipping promo, especially on the web, where someone could have a $5 or $25 delivery charge, and it's pretty hard to cover that with a fixed price coupon. So we have a free shipping discount where anyone uses this discount code and there'll be just no delivery charge. So that's great promo. Free shipping has always been proven to be a great conversion driver in e-commerce. So if you can swallow the hit on the delivery fee, it's a good way to get some sales. Okay. The next option is a basic discount. Now, this is what we're going to look at right now. I'm going to create a new basic discount. This will let me deduct either a fixed dollar value or a percentage. So it could be $5, 5%, $25, 25% on. So to create it, first I'm going to say it's enabled, give it a handle, which is kind of an internal reference. So this can be something similar to the name, but this is what's going to show in your back end. So I'm going to call it test_20. And then this is what the customer is going to see for the name of this discount, so that we can make that look a little nicer. And then the actual code that we want the customer to type in. So this is the actual coupon code. Sometimes that could be, you might want to just create a random string, or sometimes you want it to be like fairly memorable, or branded. If you're doing a co-brand or cross-promotion with another local business, then you might want to use that business name as the coupon code. You can leave these boxes unchecked if you want the coupon to be running all the time, or you can set a start and finish date. So if you're running a Christmas promo and they get free shipping if they place their order before December 10th, then you can have the coupon end at a certain time on December 10th and not be valid after that. And this is based on order date. And then we haven't covered user groups yet in one of these shows, and that's probably a topic that we can spend a whole show on. So I won't get into that in detail now, but you can, for example, make coupon codes available to a certain group of customers. So that could be a corporate, like people employed by a certain company or an affinity group, or if you have a flower buying club or something like that, where people spend a little bit of money to buy a membership, an annual membership at your shop, and then get discounts or benefits, then you could have these coupons apply to them. And then, of course, down to the most important detail, how much are we giving away? Right, so we can call it 20, and that can either be a fixed amount, which would be $20, or a percentage, which would be 20%. So just to cover, we're creating a new basic discount. We've said it's enabled, given it a handle, a name, given it a coupon code, and then set the value of that coupon. So far, all very straightforward. Now, it's always nice to be able to offer people coupon codes, but quite often they might see it on a flyer, see it on maybe a paper-clip ad or something like that and click through, but not necessarily remember that code by the time they've gone through a bit of shopping on the site and decide to make a purchase. And you want to make sure if you're enticing somebody with an offer that they're actually going to use it later. So this is where a nice idea from George came in. And they suggested being able to use the coupon code and the special marketing URL. And so what we can show you here is if I open up a new window. Now this is secure browsing, private browsing from Google, so I'm not logged in already. And let's go to the site. And then if I add this parameter on the end, it says promo underscore code equals test20. That's the new coupon we just created. Okay. Now that will take me, as per usual, straight into the site, which is great. That can link to anywhere. So we can use that to link to our home page, or if you were linking to your poinsettias page or your roses page, that would also work. So if you're running promo on roses, link directly to your rose catalog, you have the parameter in the URL and you're all set. When the customer comes through and makes their purchase, we're going to click on Add to Cart. There we go. I'm going to checkout, and of course the first page we hit is the discount page, and our coupon code's already there. So we've created a coupon code, sent out a link that points to that, includes that code, and of course now when we click through, I see that discount amount right here up front. So right away, the customer is getting assurance that here they came because of an offer, they're getting that offer. They don't have to wait until the end of the checkout process to see if they're actually going to get their discount. They know right away. So this process should really help reduce shopping cart abandonment. Now, jump back to discounts. If you have any questions on what we've covered so far, remember use the Ask a Question button up in the top corner. I'm going to jump back here and look at one more discount type. You'll notice the third option here is called product specific discount. So when I choose to create a product specific discount, this is going to let me limit the scope of the coupon. So again, I'm going to say we're enabling this, and this is going to be rows 10. Okay, so we've got to do the same process again. We've got our handle, we've enabled, we've got our handle, we've got our name, and the actual coupon code. What makes this a little different is down here, down to the bottom, we've got product discount details. And it's going to ask us what products we want this to apply to. And this is another great use of product sets. So I can say, I can pick specific products, or I can say I've already grouped them into a product set. We'll do that. So in this case, I have one product set already created that's called featured. So I'm going to choose that. And now this is going to be a $10 discount. So it's a fixed amount off any products that are in that featured product set. Now we got my code rows 10. Close that out, and we'll try it again. Okay, now these items on the home page, I believe, are being driven by the featured product set. So these should be featured products. Okay, add to cart. Again, as I check out, there's my coupon code and my discount. So that, in this case, the coupon is only applying to products that fit within that product set. So they can't use that discount across the board, only where we want them to. So that way, if you've got something that you really want to push, if you really want to hype your point set or something like that with some extra incentive, that really lets you target that marketing. So that's it for that new feature. And then one other thing that I wanted to show off is something new that just came to the Concrete 5 marketplace. And I'm just going to bring in the demo page here, drag that in for you to view. And this is just a new gallery block. So it's nothing too exciting in that it works very much like the sortable fancy box gallery that we already have. But this just has some added responsive features built in. So as we've talked a lot about responsive, we know responsive product, responsive design means that page will kind of reformat based on how it's being viewed, what device it's being viewed on. So instead of having one size gallery and then trying to look at it on a smartphone, I can pull this up using our responsive testing tool. And you see, right now it looks normal because I'm using a fairly large screen, desktop PC. This is showing us, a more normal-sized screen. If we drop it down to a tablet, you can see things are right now they're just shrinking a little bit, so everything maintains a nice layout. If we go, now you see the navigation has changed a little bit to be easier, not take as much real estate on a smaller screen. If we go now to smartphone, now you see they're just stacked. Right? So again, our layout has changed. We're keeping the same look, same content. Even more, resizing again to fit the real estate available to us. And just reorganizes the page. So that's a block that we're going to be rolling out. So if you have galleries and you want to make sure that they're displaying well on mobile, and the gallery is currently using that sortable fancy block gallery, then this would be a good upgrade to that to help keep things mobile friendly. So that's all we've got for what we need to demonstrate right now. At this point, we'll kick it over to Kay. And if there's no Q&A, then we'll call it a short show. So I'll give people a moment to drop in questions if you got any. Yeah, just use that Ask a Question box up in the top corner. Okay, we got one question. Okay, so just looking for a little clarification on the URL that you would use when you've created a discount code and you want to send that link to a customer. Great question. We can clarify that a little more. So the nice thing is, all you're doing is adding a little parameter at the end of your URL. So if, for example, I've got a promotion on roses, I can pick my rose page. That doesn't. Okay, so I'm not sure if how well you can see up in this top left corner here, but we've got the URL for the current page right there. So all I'm going to do is tack on the question mark, and then promo_code equals, and then the coupon code. Okay. So using that, we can link to any page within the site, add that parameter on the end, and then go. And we actually do have the ability to customize that. So by default, your tracking parameter, your marketing parameter is promo_code. If you need to change that to something else, you can only use one code right now, but if you want to change it, so that if you don't like the sound of promo code, if you'd prefer that was something like discount or affinity or partner code or something like that, let us know, and that's something that we can change in the configuration on your site. It's not controlled in the dashboard, it's a system file, so we just have to go in and do that. But again, very quick thing to adapt if you'd like. Yeah, just drop us a quick support ticket and we can change that for you. Otherwise, it's question mark, promo_code equals, and then the coupon code. I'm just going to drop that in the chat window as well. Got it. So if you're on there right now, you can try copy and paste that or write it down. And of course, if you forget later on, submit a support ticket and we'll get right to it. Okay. Do we have any other questions? So far, just the one. Okay, so I think we're good to go. We're going to call it a wrap for now. We're going to have this recording on YouTube probably within a couple hours. It usually takes about an hour to process afterwards. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, we got two more questions just popped in. So we got one asking, where are the gallery pages you were talking about? That's something that would be specific to your site. So if you have a gallery already, and we have to see what blocks you're using to build that gallery. We have a lot of different gallery blocks. It's probably worthwhile doing a show just on the different gallery. We already spent one show going over all the different slider options. So it would probably be good to do another show maybe next week on just different gallery options and cover some of those. So the one that we were showing right now is a new block that's just become available, and we'll be rolling that out. And if you want to make sure that it's active on your site, go ahead and submit a support ticket, and we'll make sure that we add that for you right away. If you want to add a gallery page, if you don't have any image galleries on your site right now, we do have a video tutorial available on the support site. So you go to strider.zendesk.com, go to our help desk, and we've got some forums and links and tutorials there. If you need help, then please submit a support ticket, and we will, again, get right on it. We'll help you, give you some walkthrough steps for creating a file set for your images and creating that gallery page. And then a question, when will the rollout for the responsive theme tagline be? That was actually just, I think we just closed it. But so I think you were reading from up here. And this is just the demo page, so that's just saying this text here is where you'd put a tagline. Nothing specific. As far as this gallery, if you want to know when it would be rolled out, we'll be starting that very soon, but if you want it right away, just submit a request, put in a support ticket, and I'm going to drop the link in the chat window as well, so you've got that. Okay. Everyone should have a link to that support desk already, but just in case, it's in the chat window again, and that's strider.zendesk.com. And so you can submit a ticket there, ask for the gallery block. We'll make sure that we get it set up for you right away. So with that, I think we're all set for questions. We'll let you get back to selling some flowers, and hope to see you again next week. And in the meantime, remember, if you got any questions, drop us an email or fill out the form on the florist2.0.com site with questions for next week's show. And as always, thank you very much for taking time out of your afternoon to be with us.